Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Football Fired Up. I've got two guests with me today, so I'm going to hand it over to them.
I'm Azad, currently working for a bank, and I support Arsenal. That's what my life is like at the moment. So full of ups and downs. It's been like that for the last 14 years since we last won our league. So over to you, Calvin.
Hi, everyone. My name is Calvin. I'm a chemical engineer by profession. I don't support any other team but created by Kels. So, yeah, I support my own team. That's what's up.
Thank you very much. So on today's show, we're going to be grading every single team on their performances so far. So from A to E, we're going to give everyone a grade, unless they're an A star, which somebody might be. We'll see what these two like to do. And then afterwards, we're going to have a section on mental health. We know that we've just gone into lockdown 2. So hopefully we'll be able to give people a few tips to try and encourage a healthier mindset and try to get through this lockdown together. We wanted to touch upon something a little bit more meaningful at the end of this talk. We wanted to talk about mental health a little bit, especially considering we've just got into lockdown 2 or 2.0, where they said that they're going to finish in December, but we don't always know what's going to happen in the future. So I just wanted to my guests to talk about their experiences a little bit, and if they've got any tips for going forward, how people can look after themselves a little bit. So Azad, I'm going to start with you, if that's okay.
Yeah, well, lockdown's been very tough for all of us, especially if you've not been working and been furloughed. Obviously, I've not gone through that just yet, but in the times that I was off, maybe isolating from work, exercising really. So getting in your garden, doing some physical activity, keeping your mind active. And also in the last couple of weeks, I've picked up some puzzles. So go buy a puzzle, order a puzzle, and just, pick up a new hobby. So always be proactive, really. So think about what you could do next. But with me, I've always been, what can I do? I'm bored at the moment. It's not very good. Get something creative. So, if you've got stuff around the house to do, over the summer, I painted the garden fence. So it's all about picking these stuff up and maybe learning a new trade. So absolutely. So I would say to be creative and pick up something that's going to challenge your mind. So I'm not sure if you agree, Shad, but...
No, I think that's a really good shout. I think the puzzles thing is actually quite nice. Like everybody, it's an opportunity to find something else that you enjoy or you're passionate about, something that will take some of your time up, instead of always looking at it as gloom, 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 which it can sometimes feel like, especially with the weather becoming darker and the sunlight hours going down, and it can look a bit grim. But I think that's an interesting point you made, and you did 3 different things to actually take your mind off the current situation. So I do like that. What about yourself, Kels? Like, what's your situation been like, and do you have anything that you do to keep yourself healthy?
So, I mean, like the first lockdown was kind of easy, right? Because we had a lot of like sunlight, like the day was longer. So, like usually I was busy with work, like busy with projects. And then after work, there was still time to go for a walk. So, started going for walk with my wife. So we'd usually go like for walks every day, like an hour to an hour and a half. So see good scenery and just basically enjoy the surroundings and like everything really. So that was good. But then like the way to get on with it is like to basically learn to adapt and just like, be mindful and always be present, like so to speak. So basically I always knew what I wanted to do, always had plans. So the first lockdown, I had planned to redecorate the house and everything later on in the year. So obviously I was busy, like, for some months, like till July, till the end of July. And then work dried out, and then I had to find something else to do. So I'm not really a puzzle fan, but what I did pick up late summer was this game called Ludo King. So I did spend a lot of time of my free time playing Ludo King. And then I found out that was like taking too much of my time and I needed to do other things. So I deleted the app Instead, I started focusing more of my time on trading. So like trading stocks. So like these days, that's what I do. Like during the trading hours, I do most of like trading most of the time. And then also what I've done to pass time and to basically give me that reward for not being able to travel, because usually I would have probably been like on about 10 flights by now. But I decided, since I can't go out anyway, I decided to redecorate the house. So painted the whole house myself. She got the carpet changed. The carpet was done by like a contractor and stuff. But yeah, it took me a while to like to paint the whole house. But yeah, basically spaced it out and all the stuff. So that kept me like busy, and then because obviously the reward looks nice, so it's rewarding, and yeah, it's been good, and yeah, basically keeping in touch with family and friends as well. So that those are like key points to stay sane. Otherwise, it's easy to lose your mind if you're just sitting at home every day without nowhere to go to. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that, Kel. So I agree with a lot of things that you said there. So the redecorating, of course, that's going to keep you busy. It's going to keep your mind fresh. You're learning a new skill. And I think to the audience here, I think that's a really important one. So if you do have free time, instead of dwelling and going on social media, which might make you look like everyone's living the perfect life, what you could do is you could try and learn a new skill. I know that times can be tough right now. A lot of people are losing their jobs, but potentially this is an opportunity to use that time to maybe learn something new, something that you've always wanted to do. It's a good opportunity to learn a particular trade, for example. So you might think of yourself as a bit of a handy person and learn a bit of plumbing or a bit of carpentry. So take the time to learn a new skill. You'll be able to potentially get some work out of it. You'll get fulfillment for sure, because you're actually doing something with your time. And come the end of lockdown, you might be able to get your old job back, but you might enjoy this, and this might be a new career or just something to do on the side, and have a bit more cash in hand to spend on your family and friends. So that's definitely one thing. So the new skill or hobby. Another thing that I'd advise people to do is try and connect or reconnect with people. So I'm not saying go and chat with your ex, and I don't want no more Drake Marvin's Room playing and whatnot, but connect with maybe your family members in a way that you haven't in a long time. Sit down for a cup of tea or play a board game with them and actually spend good quality time. If you've got older relatives who might be living alone at this moment in time, pick up the phone and give them a call. It might be the only call that they get during that whole day, and you will brighten up their day. It'll be the best surprise you've ever given them. Lockdown's going to be tough, especially with not being able to go to friends and family's houses. So that might be the best way of communicating. So just try it, and who knows, you might be making somebody's day, and somebody might be giving you a phone call and making your day. Another one is be active. So Kel said he goes on walks with his wife. Azad said he's been doing some gym work and training. I definitely advise it if you can. One of the things I've started doing is trying to go on walks during my lunch hour. So try and get a bit of sunlight. So if it is possible and your work allows it to, or if you're on furlough right now, try and do something during those period where there is sunlight, so you can go out, the weather's slightly nicer, so you might even be a bit more motivated. And if you're like me, you might want to lose a couple of pounds. That's, if I do a bit more jogging, that might help. I try and do a bit more walking as well. But there are opportunities to do that kind of stuff. Another one is try and see if you can help out with a local charity. They're always looking for volunteers, and sometimes you might lack a bit of self-belief, or you might not know what you can do. But I can promise you, helping others will make you feel like, you're given the whole world. Like your value increases umpteen times. When you're helping others, the amount of love and value that people put on you is immense. Some value that you would probably never even see about yourself. So if you know of a local charity, or you have got time and you can help out, whether it's, potentially helping somebody that's in isolation and, carrying their shopping for them, or finding a local food bank, try and see if you can do that. And the final thing, which I think Kel's mentioned, and I think is absolutely amazing, is he said he noticed the scenery. And what I mean about that is take notice. You know, you're living your life right now, and of course, a lot of it can be gloom during lockdown, but there are going to be, you know, those moments where you think, actually, wow, this is amazing. Like, if you've got good health, enjoy that health. Think of it as, I can go on a walk, go for that walk, and actually think, wow, look at that beautiful sunrise or sunset. Actually look up at the sky when you're walking and think, wow, I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to actually have so many things that other people would wish that they could have in their lives. I know it sounds so easy, but being in that moment, enjoying that Ludo King victory, or, you know, enjoying painting your fence, you know, like, could be something refreshing or relaxing. So there's so many different ways that you can improve your mindset and improve your mental health and well-being. So if you've not picked up anything from the football chat, that's fair enough. You know, sometimes we are passionate, sometimes we speak rubbish. That's fair enough. But some of this mental health stuff, do look out for it. And fingers crossed, we'll all be able to get to the other side, and the future is going to be even brighter. But let's improve our mindsets. Let's help each other out, and let's reconnect or connect with people that, you know, they need somebody that needs a phone call. So that's going to be my one tip for this show. Call somebody that you know is alone, that's not an ex, that's maybe your grandparent or your sibling who you know might be struggling, and just listen. You know, sometimes people, that's all they want. They want to be heard. So I'd just like to thank my guests on the show, Azad and Kels. Thank you very much for your time, boys. Hopefully I'll see you boys soon again. And until the next time, everybody stay safe, look out for each other. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
All right. Thank you.